French bishops kneel in atoning for years of church abuse. A day after bishops acknowledged the church guilt for decades of child abuse, France's Catholic hierarchy bowed at the shrine of Lourdes in a demonstration of contrition. However, some victims of abuse and lay members who support them claimed they are still awaiting information about compensation and a complete church reform. Some 120 archbishops, bishops, and laity attended the release of a picture showing a sculpture depicting the head of a sobbing child in Lourdes, a pilgrimage site for Christians worldwide. The clergy didn't dress religiously for the event at the victims' request. The image will be displayed on a wall in commemoration of the victims. It was a survivor's picture that was used, and a paragraph from another survivor was read aloud to describe the pain he had undergone. The French bishops had just admitted institutional responsibility for the hundreds of child abuse cases after a decision at their annual conferences only a day before. An independent investigation published a month ago described the abuse, which dates back to the 1950s and affects at least 216,000 youngsters. The church has permitted abuses to become systematic, claimed Eric de Moulins-Beaufort, head of the French Bishops' Conference CEF. After the event, Baronique Garnier stated she was touched. There were ought to be justice for the victims, according to her. She suggested that the church leadership would be less likely to misuse its authority if ordinary people had a more active role. Several individuals gathered outside the CEF offices in Paris, some of whom described themselves as victims of abuse. On Monday, the CEF conference will come to a conclusion and a decision will be made on compensation for those who have been harmed.